I have no ability to chat on here, by the way.
You do.
I
You have
don't.
to.
There's no ability to chat.
Hi, guys.
Yay! I can't chat.
You don't have a comments little thing?
I do, but I can see everybody else's. I can't. It doesn't have like a little field for me to chat.
That's
But I
so
can put
weird.
other people's up. Hello, country girl.
Such a weird thing.
Hello, Deborah.
Hola.
Hello, Mel.
Oh, right. Hola, hola, hola. ¿Qué tal? What's going on, everybody? What are we doing tonight? What is this? Oh, it's April Fool's Day.
Ha! I didn't get suckered by that at all today. Like I was all business today.
I woke up and Joe Biden was still the president, so I got suckered by it.
That's every day. We got a lot to talk about today. It's like a smorgasbord, right?
It is totally. It is like, I already lost the list. I stuck it somewhere. Oh, it's under my sneaky snacker box. So, okay.
I got a list. My rocket book.
Oh, yes.
You're green with my rocket book.
You're so high tech. Hey, Sherry. Oh, or is it Cherry? I don't know. I don't want to be wrong. Hey, Karen. It's funny. I had that whole conversation with a lady at, I forgot where we were. We were checking out and she was asking what my name was. And I was like, you can just call me Fred. No need to spell the name out. It's going to be wrong anyway. And she's like, I know how it is. My mom named me whatever it was. And it was spelled all weird too. I was like, yeah, it's great, huh?
So we got Nancy.
Hey, Nancy.
Diana, snacker.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, happy birthday to Audrey.
Ooh, happy birthday.
Let's see. Okay, so where do we want to start? Where in the world? Oh, let me get the banner on because
there we go.
Allegedly.
Banner's up. We don't even have to say it.
Yes, we don't want to get in trouble by, whoever, wherever.
So I loved your video on the selenite today, by the way.
Thank you. I'm trying. Somebody had said they had missed Crystal Chit Chat, and I was like, hey man, I'm trying to pay attention to my YouTube analytics and seeing if I just do a tarot video and then there's Crystal Chit Chat separate. We'll see if it works. If not, I'll go back to what I was doing. But I'm just learning, trying to improve. I don't have any smart person over here guiding me on my YouTube strategy, but we'll see. So I got a couple more of those coming. There's one on labradorite coming and another one on amethyst coming.
I love amethyst.
Oh,
it's my second favorite crystal from you. I have my amethyst. What is this? Surgical tool? Amethyst wand?
It's a wand. You could use it, I guess, you could do psychic surgery with it.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do, but.
Yeah, I wish I would have kept one of those for myself. I didn't.
Oh, look who's here.
Hi, Beverly.
Hello.
Yes, Beverly bought some little butt plug looking nuggets today. I wrapped them up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, gosh.
That comment gets a star. A gold star. Not a chocolate star.
No. We don't want any of that.
I'm drinking my apple. I didn't finish it. It's my apple juice.
Okay. Dude, now we have echo.
What? There's an echo?
On your side.
Really?
How
do I fix that? Should I turn something? I'll turn this down maybe? How's that?
Let's see.
Is it any better? Do you want me to do earphones?
I guess if you want to.
All right.
Oh, wait, I don't hear it now. Okay.
I'm not resonating anymore.
I don't know what's going on. It's all techie. It's like the whole entire time we were chatting before, it was fine. Then all of a sudden, oh, In to open my third eye. Hmm.
So Audra, that I've been doing deep breathing to activate my pineal gland or pineal gland. You can say both pronunciations, but what you should do, like you can kind of act, and that's like your third eye. So breathe in through your belly, tighten your belly, and let the pressure come up your spine and into the back of your head. Your pineal gland is like about a third inside your head here, but you can also do it with crystals. I'm not sure which ones would be good for that, though. Alycia, do you know? And would you put it on the front or the back?
Okay, so because to me, the way I've like learned about it, it's kind of like it was like right in the center of the head. So,
Yeah, it's like, but it's like in the back, like kind of meh.
kind of, yeah. I mean, so there's, I would assume, just for ease sake, wanting to put it just, between your eyebrows if you want to do that. And then there's all sorts of different thoughts and theories on the crystals that work to help. So for me, my number one go-to is azurite. That's the one that I love, that I use primarily. Now, a lot of people say you can use amethyst. You can use clear quartz because you can program clear quartz to do anything that you can mimic another stone. So you can do that as well. There's a merlinite. There's like all sorts of stones you can use to work on opening your third eye. But the caveat with that is that everybody's different and not everybody resonates with every stone. So there's that. And then one of the things that I had heard was this interesting idea of, imagining that you have a screen, close your eyes and you have a screen in front of you, like a movie screen. And, like moving your eyes back and forth to the left and the right, like you're scrubbing, cleaning the screen. And then imagining that you have this cord. I don't know what the cord could be made of. I guess whatever you imagine. It could be golden white light, like a neon light, kind of coming out of between your eyebrows, going around to the back of your head and connecting in, like you're like wiring up your pineal gland. I don't know. There's some interesting ideas and like exercises I've tried. So it's all sorts of different things for different people, I think.
Yeah, I find that deep breathing that I've been doing, as long as like I really focus and I feel it like pressing all that spinal fluid up, it's kind of working. It's like kind of getting things going. But I'll do a little bit more research on it because like there's crystals inside that gland that you have to activate. So there's got to be a crystal that you have in your shop
I'm
that
sure.
would help people activate it.
Well, and there's the thing too. I mean, we have like, they say there's like crystals everywhere in our body, not just there, which is interesting. But of course, nobody really studies it too deep. So maybe we'll never know. We'll need Lord Fauci, our Lord and Savior, to help us with it.
Well, we're going to talk about him too today, aren't we?
Well, we should put that little precious soul.
I had him on my list.
Oh, okay, good. He's not on mine. I wrote him on some other list, I guess.
So one of the reasons I had him on, he did say he was going to retire, but I also heard today somebody asked him about should someone, it was years ago, should somebody who had the flu get the flu shot after they recover? And he was like, well, if it was definitely flu, they shouldn't get it because they have the best inoculation with having the flu. Your body's the best. It was like this whole thing. I was like, oh, listen to you, little fella. Little fella.
Yeah, listen to this buried video we've never seen. Oh.
So
he's a little turd.
Aw. Beverly.
Oh.
The crystals have helped her.
Thank you for sharing, Beverly. I'm so happy to hear that. And it's like, and that's not to be like, I'm a medical professional. Because you have to go to a medical professional. However, if you just, a lot of people, it's like I don't think in years to come, it will not be controversial, but we use plant medicine and I don't see why crystals also cannot be a part of natural holistic medicines that we work with. Because I think it's a lot of times where some people are just magnetically attracted to a crystal, have no idea why. And A lot of times, if you just read up, like, what's the meaning, the metaphysical meaning of this crystal, you'll say, oh my gosh, it's because I need help with XYZ. So something to keep in mind.
Yes, I definitely agree. I think we're going to see more of that coming into Western or modern medicine. I guess I want to say, I don't want to say Western medicine, but modern medicine.
Yes, something like that. Whatever we're going to call medicine. I'll be the head of the Crystal Institute of Health.
I like that.
I like it too, except I don't like the way the letters look in my mind for a logo. So we'll have to think of something way better than that. All right.
Wow.
Really?
Wow. Do I really look transgender?
Oh, I don't know which one it is. Maybe their screen's flipped. It could be me too. I don't know.
I'm on the left. Well, I'm not transgender, but we're going to be talking about that anyway tonight. So thanks, Lorraine. Lorena Mitchell.
Lorena Mitchell. Okay. You can go pound sand here, you turd.
Okay. Well, hey, let's kick it off.
Yeah, let's kick it off. All right. So where do we want to start? Where do we want to go?
Gee, I don't know. That kind of threw me. I feel like I got slapped by Will Smith. Oh!
Oh God, should I be your Jada and I'll be all like, and then later.
Well, who was the one with the hair next to him that was like, mm-hmm?
I don't know. I don't know half of those people. I don't know half of those people. It's I'm getting to the I'm too old phase. I don't know any of these fools.
I was under the impression that was a big fake thing. Now I'm starting to not think that it was. And I did a bunch of readings on it and I'm staying away from it. So I'm going to let that play out on its own because something was up there that's not right. It's not kosher.
Yeah, I've had enough of it already. When I'm seeing it on, Daily Mail, the app, when I'm seeing that top other important news, I'm just like, that is not an important news story. So we need to stop with that. Stop. I'm going to get my sage going too, since I saw you light something over there.
Oh yeah. Well, I knew we were going to be talking about some crazy stuff. So I'm like, I got my magazine packed here. We're ready to go.
Oh, I picked a little bummer one here. So where do we want to go to first?
Thank
is
you,
there
Beverly.
a little easy one to pop into to gently ease us into the psychic world?
Well, which one is easy? None of them are. You brought up the Ghislaine thing.
Oh, Ghislaine's sentencing, yes.
So let's start with her. Let's start at the beginning of that.
Let's see what it said. So they rejected. Let me go back to their homepage so I can find the story, which is also not top. Okay, so she's been denied a retrial after the juror that failed to disclose that he was SA'd. The sentencing is scheduled for June 28th. Let's see if they have. She faces up to 65 years in the pokey. That's a lot of time, but not long enough in my mind.
That is a lot of time. If we have any legal people here, like I'm curious, like when you have a situation like this, and they didn't get him, they didn't get to, officially give him like a sentence and send him on his way. Like, does the surviving partner like wind up with some like leftover, like, and I don't mean like in a legal sense. I mean like in like a esoteric, just kind of cultural sense. Like, does the judge like kind of lean into that and go, you know what, like we can get him, but we got her, and so she's going to bear the brunt of some of his sins. I don't know. It's just a thought.
I think sometimes I think that happens, depending on the judge. The judge who's just like, well, we didn't get the other one, so now you're going to have to take the brunt of it. I think it just depends on the judge. Now, I don't know who this judge is. Like, I didn't do any research to know what the history. It's not like it's Katanji and her special history. So I've heard enough of that one. I don't know this one's history. So what do we want to look into, or sentencing?
So one of us should look at like Ghislaine's disposition, I guess, and one should look at the case. I don't know. What do you think?
I think that's good. Which one you can pick which one you want, and I'll do the other.
I'm going to take Ghislaine and her defense counsel. I'll see like where their heads are at right now and what they think is going on.
All right, I'll take Ghislaine, and I don't know.
Or wait, well, do you want defense counsel? You want to see what defense counsel's doing, and I'll take Ghislaine?
I don't care. Either one.
Let's do that. Let's do that. Me too. Oh, hey, look, twinsies.
Oh, dude, totally.
Oh, is that who I think it is?
It is. Sneaky has shown up.
Ah!
Sneaky Snackers in the house. Oh dear, golly pie. This looks like it's going to be a good time in the summer.
Humdinger, right?
Oh, delicious. Muy delicioso.
So who goes first, me or you?
You can go first. You got all your cards whipped out. I'm getting my coin.
Okay. So she is in despair. Well, she's very disappointed that she was convicted, of course. But she's in despair and does not know if she has any more fight in her. She is getting much more spiritual in the sense that she's like, please don't let this happen. Please don't let this happen. Like, she's getting very, very desperate and kind of begging spiritually. I don't know if she prays, but she's kind of begging spiritually. She's trying to put all that good vibe out there so that it manifests into a much better outcome for her. But like, what's done is done. It's not going to work. She doesn't have, in her opinion, she does not have anything else that she can put out to, I said put out, to rectify the situation. But I'm curious what's going to come up on yours. Defense counsel thinks she has a little bit more to give. And if she gives a little bit more, if she sings a little bit more, then they're going to be able to preserve some of her life. Not all of it, but some of it. And she's still very much in consideration of this. It's a hard choice that she has to make. To sing is a hard choice because she doesn't know what's going to be at the end of it. And she doesn't know what's going to happen, like what kind of a situation is out there. So what do you have, darling?
All right. So the party's over. At the center of our situation, the party is over. It's almost like, it's kind of a thing like we don't have very many more tricks we can pull out of our hats. There's no rabbits coming out of the hat anymore, really. It's like we're kind of like, we're stuck. We're screwed. I don't know, too, if who paid for the legal counsel, but it's almost like we're not putting any more money into it, or there is no more money to be put into it. We're broke as a joke. This is all like, we're done. In the past, we were weighing options. So it's interesting because I'm thinking there must have been some plea deal and thinking, gosh, we should have taken that maybe. But of course we have. Underneath it all, Sticky Snacker.
And Beverly with her $2 super chat. Thank you.
Sneaky Snackers in the house, because we were trying to get away with shit, but we were trying to like get the best of both worlds, and that just, gosh, it didn't work out. I hate when that happens. Not. Okay, so I think the goal is to move forward. We're going to be presenting like, I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, crocodile tears. And I think she's also maybe going to try to pull I was a victim too of him. And who knows, he brainwashed me. He did this manipulation, whatever. Insert all the terms there. I think that's the thing she's going to have to try if she's, I don't know how this goes in a legal proceeding. I assume her lawyers are going to present some type of case before sentencing. She can also address the court if she wants, I believe, but it's going to be kind of, she was, also a victim in all of this stuff and whatever. So let me see. What do I got here? It looks like too, they had some other things that they were hoping that they could count on. They didn't come through. So it was like, yeah, we were planning on this to happen, that we could present this, or there's something else. Maybe it was the SA guy. Maybe he was the plant and they thought that was going to work and it didn't. So I don't think they have much except revealing who, what, when, where. That's their only some kind of get out of jail free card they have here. And I don't think that's going to actually help though. Not much. I mean, it's like, oh, it's not 65 years, it's 60 years. It's just, it doesn't feel like it's going to go too far.
Yeah. The justice is not going to bend on this. It's going to be what it's going to be. And this is going to just be too much to bear. And she just has to settle into this lovely new residence that she's going to be.
I forgot to deposit. Okay.
So we just got, wait a sec. We just got, Karen said Will Smith just resigned from the Academy over the
Does that mean he gives back his little gold eunuch statue?
Well, I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, I got to find out.
Will Smith resigns from the Academy. This is from Variety.com. Will Smith facing possible expulsion or suspension after he assaulted Chris. Ooh, assaulted. They're using the A word now.
Oh, well.
Chris Rock during last Sunday's Oscars telecast instead resigned from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. The move comes as the actor is embroiled in the gravest crisis of his career, as the organization behind the Academy Award has struggled to attempt to deal with the fallout from the altercation. In the statement, Smith called his actions shocking, painful, inexcusable, and said that he would accept any additional consequences that the Academy's Board of Governors deemed appropriate. Yada, yada, yada. He acknowledged his actions overshadowed the winners of the 94th Academy Awards. I don't even know what movie won. Like, all I know is that Chris Rock didn't win.
I didn't know any of. I don't know. I don't watch these movies. We all know I don't watch shit. At least not movies. What's interesting though, if you think about it, so he's like, okay, I'm guilty of my bad behavior, and maybe I'll give up my eunuch statue or whatever he's going to do. Then when it comes back to the Academy, and they're just like, yes, we are, pillars of moral authority, Weinstein, Polanski, all the freaks. I'm just wondering if this whole thing kind of just, the whole Oscar show is turned into a turd that can't be polished. Does this just kind of end the Academy and something new replaces it?
So we're taking a look at that? Let's do it.
I want to. I'm curious because it's just like, this is all a bunch of, nobody buys into this crap anymore. Oh no, are you coughing? Oh, it's a ghost of the Academy winners past.
Betty Davis.
She's come back. Fuck Joan Crawford.
Wouldn't have anything to do with the 12 sticks of incense I'm burning.
No, I think that's totally normal. I know. One time I got smoked out. I lit up a charcoal disc and I put some Kapal on it, and the whole room was like smoked up. I'm like, oh, I gotta empty this out, or otherwise the little fire alarm's gonna go off. It'd be horrible.
Take a wet towel and you swing it around the room.
Really?
I went to college.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm gonna do that next time. Or unless you're just trying to. Is this a secret thing that's gonna turn my husband on? I don't.
No. It's no. It absorbs the smoke. You take a towel. We had like a bath towel. It was just like a strip, and you just like, and it somehow sucks up the smoke. It's pretty wild.
Amazing. All right. Well, I will remember that hopefully next time, or I'll text you and say I forgot that tip. I don't remember Martha Stewart giving this tip, and I think Snoop Dogg would probably like that tip. But for me, I'm looking like it looks like we're at a crossroads. At least, why do I always say we're? I'm not with these people. They look like they're at some type of crossroads here in terms of we need to. Everything's going wrong. We're on the wrong road for everything. We can't get the ratings up. And it's weird too, because it's like we need to get out of like our bad waters we're in with our bad ratings and XYZ, right? But they're satisfied. They like what they're doing. So it's not like they're sorry. They like what they're doing, but they're just, it's almost like, I think we need a new marketing plan, but we just don't know which way to go.
That's what I have here. Rebranding. They're rebranding, trying to figure out what us plebes will like. What will us plebes like? So maybe we should have McDonald's. We should have chicken McNuggets for them. Because the plebes like the chicken McNuggets.
Do they?
I don't know. I guess some of them do. That's what they think. They think we like chicken McNuggets.
Oh, okay. What?
But they're throwing out stupid ideas that aren't going to work. Like this is like, what if we had like, what if everyone parachuted in instead of like red carpet? What if we did that? How awesome would that be? And like splat, like
that would be awesome till Caitlyn Jenner came out of the plane and the dress went up, and I don't want to see that mess. So no.
Woo!
No. Don't want to do it.
I've got they're having a really rough time with this. Did Bradley Cooper ever host the Academy Awards?
I couldn't tell you.
I'm getting like Bradley Cooper. Like they want like somebody like Bradley Cooper who's like a good looking, like can be a snarky jerk, but like won't be too snarky. Like they want somebody like that. But
because they can't have Ricky Gervais again.
I don't think they'll have him again.
Oh God, that was the best one ever.
Maybe they could get Prince Harry. Though. He needs a job.
Who?
Prince Harry. He needs a job.
What is this for today?
Again.
Oh God. Oh, Beverly wants to know what deck you're using. Is that your? I don't remember what that one's called.
This is Mystic Melodies. I love this deck. I thought this deck was just going to be like, hey, look, I got a fun cartoon deck, but it actually reads really, really well.
Oh goodness.
My favorite right now.
So this Country Girl's Life said, does that mean he can't get nominated anymore? I think so. Because I'm pretty sure they make everyone join their little unions and organizations, and that's how they can all vote for themselves or whatever, which is always like humorous to me when they talk about like they don't have enough insert whatever into their movies or as cast or support crew or whatever. And I'm like, it's your own little group over there, you little liars. You're the ones doing all that crap. So
let's see where his head is at and if he's going to give back that statue. The statue.
Okay.
I want to know when Sean Penn is going to smelt. He said smelt his statues.
He's going to smelt it when he's going to. Who was that cartel guy or whatever? He was going to that he screwed over the lady on the story for.
Oh, that was down in Cuba, wasn't it? Wasn't it like Cuba?
I don't remember where, but I was like, he's such a POS. I don't like him either.
My Gregopedia was like, he knows they're not made out of real gold, right? I was like, maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're heavy. I don't know. Maybe
supposedly they're heavy, but I'm sure they're not made out of gold because many a winner probably by now whose career has gone down in flames would have melted it for whatever.
So, while you're still pulling, yeah. I think there's going to be a lot of bullshit that gets blown out into the air. He's quitting the academy so that it looks good. He's stepping down so that it looks good. But he's going to fight them to keep it. And he's going to fight for his position. But there's going to be a lot of opposition about this. There are a lot of people that are just like, nope, we need to step away from him. It's like in that scene in From Dusk Till Dawn when Sex Machine is starting to turn into a vampire and there's the crowd around him and everyone just kind of steps back. Everyone's going to kind of step back. It's like Will Smith got bit by a zombie. But there's more. But wait, there's more.
What? Wait.
There's some kind of new foundation here. It's like, well, if not the Academy, then the Golden Globes, because everybody's really paying attention to that anyway, because it's the cooler award, you know? So there's going to be like a replacement, like he's going to sidestep into like the replacement product and they're going to try and pump that up and make it really cool. So what do you have?
Yeah, I have something similar. Like this is a total PR marketing move bullshit. He wants to keep his little statue. He wants to keep it because it's like, well, I worked really hard for this and I deserve it. So it's the merit of my work, not my actions after I got. Like there's some kind of word salad bullshit thing on that. But it's also like there's something here. Like I think he might have some little person group, I don't know, something offering. Like there's another offer on the table where we're trying to parlay the PR of this bullshit into some other project that's on the horizon. And I don't know how that exactly plays, but there's something coming up like, yeah, do this and then we're going to get that. It's all scummy.
I got that too. There's some stuff. I still can't decide whether this was real or not. Like I know that. What did you think? I know you did a reading on it. Did you think it was real?
When I saw it, it looked fake to me because, you know, after he comes back, he's doing this, like he's laughing like the guy, remember the old Iron Chef, the Japan Iron Chef way back in the days, in the intro where the guy bites on the bell pepper and then he like snickers to himself with a mouthful of bell pepper. It was that kind of snicker, like, like, I can't believe this is dumb, right? And then at the same point, when I do the reading, it's like there's some issues going on with the relationship with him and Jada. Like she wants to divorce him and he's trying to like prove something to her to keep the relationship going because it's going to be a big payout because somebody's already in another entanglement. I've seen other people have said it, and perhaps it was a humiliation ritual for the Eyes Wide Shut crew. I don't know. There's so much weird stuff around it that it's like, ugh, I don't know.
Yeah, Beverly thinks it was real. Sound off in the comments. Real or fake? Everybody tell us, real or fake?
And then there was the picture of, like, they said that Chris Rock had some patch on his cheek.
That's what Gregopedia saw, too.
And I was like, well, it's interesting. I don't wear patches on my cheek, but maybe then it was a Band-Aid. I don't know.
So Greg said they put it up in, like, 780 DPI or some kind of, you know, but then it's only as good as your system will let you know. Karen says real. Country Girls Life says real-ish.
Yeah. Well, then did you see where Jim Carrey was trying to be like mightier than thou, and then everybody brought back up when he went up and kissed Alycia Silverstone without permission. They're like,
Oh, I forgot about that.
they're all eating their own. I love it. I'm here for it. Eat your own, please.
So Jim Carrey, he's another one. We should do a night on him. We should
You can do a whole night on him?
We'll schedule an hour one night because he's a fascinating character.
Interesting. I don't know a lot about him. And occasionally I get him confused with God, what was his name? Alycia Silverstone. Was she married to this guy too? He had like a beard. He was a Canadian.
Tom Green?
Yes. I don't know why. I confuse them at times. I don't know why. Maybe it was the Jim Carrey, I had a beard phase, and that got me thinking he was Tom Green. I don't know. Oh, that's interesting. Uh-huh.
That his ticket skyrocketed?
Yeah. Who's like, part of me would be like a cheapskate. I'm like, well, whatever he says, we'll find out tomorrow because it'll be all over the news. So I wouldn't need to be there to hear it live. Yeah. I don't know. Let's take another look. Let's see if maybe the energy's cleared. Maybe we can get another answer.
So real or fake?
Yeah, real or fake.
I'm gonna do Will and Chris Rock. I'm gonna get a bead on both of them and just see what's in the middle.
All right, that sounds good. Summertime. Now that is all in your heads for the rest of the evening.
So now in my reading that I did on it, my live, I went deep and like was watching Donut Factory, who I'm like totally digging on right now. And I was like, it's got to be like a humiliation ritual. Like somebody was getting humiliated because I just, in my opinion, because I lived in LA and I was married to somebody in the entertainment industry. They just have too many safeguards in place, and especially since the Kanye and Taylor Swift thing. So I'm getting that again. Like this was all about, keeping himself safe, keeping Will Smith safe and in the family. And it had to be a little bit of a struggle, and you just have to make the judgment after. And then it's going to be complicated on the back end of it. And then Chris Rock, is put in a position of less power, and he has to, be the he has to be generous with himself, and now he's all tangled up in a situation. Everybody kind of regrets the whole thing, and I gotta turn this light off because it's annoying. Everybody's regretting the whole thing, and it's all over the media. Under the surface, it's all over the media. What do you have?
Well, it's interesting because the way I'm reading it, like I have the similar Chris Rock cards, but I'm getting it different because I'm getting like exactly what I got before, which was like, it's almost like Chris Rock, do me a solid, let me slap you so I can look good with my wife. I don't know why I keep getting this. It's like, because it's like we're fucking fighting. I've got to defend my wife and take leadership. I have to be the man in this relationship, and I got to like win back my bride or some shit. And it's like, okay, I'll give you a pass on this because I know this is like we're trying to prove to your wife how deeply in love or whatever you are in her. So let's make it. So it's like, yes, it's half fake, but it's like there's some other thing. And then it's like, yes, didn't expect the shitstorm that came in, but I still feel like this is still tied to what's her name?
To Jada.
Yeah, Red Table Jada.
Jada. All right, so we're still like, it's still weird. It's still muddy.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because the relationship is so muddy for entertainment purposes.
There's too many entanglements.
A lot of entanglements.
Psychic Joni says, you're a hoe. You've got too many entanglements. Get yourself together.
There's fuckery going on here.
There's fuckery going on all over.
Francois, bonsoir.
Oh, Francois here.
So, all right. So let me mark in some things. I don't know how we got there. So we did Ghislaine.
Yes, we got her.
Do you want to move on to Pence?
Oh, yes.
He was dos.
Yes, let me read you the headline for Pence.
Please do.
Pence ups the ante for a potential 2024 run. Trump's VP announces a swing of appearances in Iowa just 24 hours after revealing his freedom agenda for Republicans. He's going to headline the annual Story County Lincoln Highway Dinner in Ames on April 23rd. And he also launched a policy platform, the Freedom Agenda, that he argued conservatives can use as a template to win future elections. Insert vomitus. Okay. So I'm curious if this is this real life? No. Like, is this like legit? Like he wants to win? Like he wants to, or is this bullshit? What does Mike Pence do if he's not a politician? Did he have a job before being a politician? I don't know.
I'm going to look that up because I told you before they had I believe he was involved in the conversion camps through his church.
But is that like he's Dr. Phil level involved? Like, hey, I know a camp to send you to, or is that me and my wife probably have awkward fornication and we know a camp to send you to because we've sponsored it with our charity? His wife creeps me out too. I don't know why they creep me out. Let's see what else.
He denies being involved in it, but his church was involved in it.
Oh, okay. So here's something interesting. The three-plank freedom agenda was released by Pence's 501c4 Advancing American Freedom. Contributors to the agenda included a number of former Trump White House officials and figures in the conservative movement. Conservative, including Kellyanne Conway, Betsy DeVos, Doug Ducey, Newton, Callista Gingrich, Larry Kudlow, Rick Santorum, and Scott Walker, among others. That tells me more that I can add into that.
Remember when they changed the Wikipedia for Santorum, the definition?
No.
Oh. They changed it so that when you looked up Santorum, I think it was in the it was either his Wikipedia or the Urban Dictionary. It was the frothy discharge after backdoor encounters.
Oh my God, I know I've unleashed the roasted chicken on you, but now I feel like that's something horrible that I don't want to even investigate.
Roasted chicken with rosemary and Santorum.
Oh, for my
Who the hell is rosemary?
I was going to say Rosemary Clooney, but I just based on George Clooney. Okay, so what I want to know about this is like, is this legit? Does he want to run? And also, does he have a chance in hell?
I'm going to do a baseline on him, if that's okay.
Yeah.
We're not the only ones that don't like this idea, Alycia. We discussed this before.
What? Oh, nobody likes this idea of Pence?
That's not what I know.
Oh, that one. That's something. We could look into that. I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm curious too. Maybe he's curious.
He might be curious.
I want to tour the camps in the afternoon, maybe the early evening.
No, you don't. They're roasting chicken there. Stop.
So what do you have there, Princess?
I think this is a bullshit story he's just floating out there. he doesn't actually want to run. I'm not getting that he wants to run. He's floating this bullshit out there to murky some more waters. That's how I'm getting. It's just I don't know, fundraising, but it's also like we're just floating bullshit out there.
So I'm getting that he doesn't think that he can win on his own. But there's somebody in the mix who's nudging him on. It's like, remember that cartoon where there was like the bulldog and he had the little dog that was like, yeah, Spike, yeah. So not that Pence is a bulldog. But there's somebody that's kind of nudging him along. And I don't know what that's all about, but they're planting this seed hoping that he's going to pick it up. But he knows that he can't win on his own. And he knows that like the deck is stacked against him, pardon the pun. Because he's not that likable. He just isn't that likable. The other person who's telling him that he can do this is telling him it's not going to be that hard. It's not going to be that big of a deal, but it feels wrong. There's something like, it's almost like they're trying to put a throwaway candidate in there.
What, to be his partner or just him as the throwaway?
Him. Like it feels like they're trying to set him up to be this throwaway candidate.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I'm part of this, you could say he's probably one of many they're approaching. There's like multiple people they've got on the horn, Bess. All right, I got this other guy here we're going to talk to. Like there's multiples that maybe this feels very much like, why do I think like Newt Gingrich is behind this?
Newt?
Newt? Fig Newton? I don't know why that popped in my head. I'm going to look.
I like Newt.
I don't like Newt.
You don't like Newt at all?
I don't think I do anymore. No.
I want to know why his voice is so high. Like he looks like he should have a deeper voice. You know?
Does he?
I don't know. I think he does.
Hi, I'm Newt Gingrich.
There's something Ted Kennedy-ish about him.
Well, that's not good.
I mean, the way he looks, not the way he behaves. I don't think he drinks that much.
All right, I'm just curious if Newt Gingrich is behind this crap. I don't know. There's something.
I don't think it's Newty.
No, I don't think it's Newt either. I think it looks like he might be partnered up with whoever the idea maker behind the scenes is. But yeah, I don't get that it's Newt. There's something shady over there. I don't trust that guy.
Yeah. I'm not
over there.
I'm not down with this whole Pence thing. So this was seeing if Raven has a lot to say right now.
Well, yes.
This was seeing if Newt was involved, and it's not. This is somebody trying to resurrect the adult in the room. Remember when it was like, and I used to say that like when 45 was in office, I would say, I like that Mike Pence is there because he's like the adult in the room. Like he's like straight faced and like pretty serious. And he's not goofing off. And, like everybody can get really drunk and he's going to like clean up all the cops at the end of the night. Like he was that guy.
Yeah.
And I liked that he was there. And then I didn't like him. And I didn't like him after a while. Didn't like him. And I feel like they're trying to resurrect that old school, Mike Pence, the adult in the room, like the serious guy who's actually smart and well read and knows what he's talking about and doesn't squint at the teleprompter. They think he's the hope for the future. He's like the antidote to 45. So I don't know. That's a weird thing. I don't think it's a real presidential run. I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is a real presidential run. There's something weird about this. This is like it feels like a God, like a It's a Mitt Romney revival of all the rhinos. It feels like a rhino revival. Like the establishment GOP feels like it's dead, right? And it's kind of like we need to figure out a way so we can still stay in power, stay relevant, stay like hold on to our shit. And I don't know what it's like we're going to go find all these people that maybe can represent us to be someone who could be opposite 45. It's like it's like their own. It's like you have the Democrats, you have Republicans, and then you have the rhinos. And the rhinos also want to get in on the action.
Yeah. I agree. There's a like extra party in there somehow.
Yeah. But it's the same establishment politicians. They're, the shitheads that they're just as horrible as anyone else that's up there now.
So Beverly's got a great idea.
Oh. A Dueling Tarot meetup in person. That'd mean I'd have to travel out of the mausoleum.
We could put together a trip. Could be a fun trip.
Well, we have to wait until there's no more face diapers on the plane. I ain't doing that shit.
Well, DeSantis is trying to get rid of them, so.
Oh, for the nation? But he's in Florida. Or does he have nationwide powers?
I think flying into Florida. They're trying to make it.
Well, that wasn't on Beverly's list. She has New Orleans, which I totally want to go to because I think that's one of my past life places.
Ooh.
Chicago. I don't know if I want to go there. That one scares me. Kansas City. I don't know. Denver. I don't want to go there. That's El Diablo. Eyes wide shut shit.
We're going on tour. We're just going to get a bus. We'll just go around.
Oh, we might need a bus. We'll be like, we're going to have to go to all the fast food restaurants to get oil to fuel our bus. And we'll have to put some solar panels on top of it because, we'll have no power, no internet. Oh, how will we get everybody there if we have no internet? We'll have to get a bat signal for the sky.
Sky. What is it? Skylink? We got Skylink.
Oh, is that what he calls it? I don't know what he calls it.
Skynet? Skynet? Did Skynet?
HughesNet? I don't know.
We'll figure that out. That will be a plan for the future. We'll figure that out. I think Dueling Tarot tours may be something we should do. That guy, Rob Fuzz, that shows up, he actually does runaway tours for John Bon Jovi.
What's a runaway tour for John Bon Jovi? Where they sing Runaway on repeat?
No, they put together tour packages for the fans. And they go on like a little mini tour within the tour. So they set up like hotel rooms and meet and greets, and they get VIP access to the tours. And so they just kind of like go around with Bon Jovi on tour for like a few days.
That sounds interesting, but I think we have to wait until the kids are out of the schooling institution.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So are we done with we wanted to see if Pence is likes roasted chicken.
Oh, how does he like his chicken?
That'll be the code word now. Why do I have that feelings song in my mind now? Feelings.
So, Gregopedia is half Japanese. And so when we grew up together, just for the rest of you. And his mom introduced us to a lot of like Japanese music, like pop music. Like there's this band called Pink Lady, and they did In the Navy by the Village People, but they did Pink Lady. It was really cute. And there was a Japanese guy who did that song Feelings. I'll find it for you. I used to know all the words to it in Japanese, but it's very fun. So what do you have?
Well, we have a sneaky snacker.
Oh, all right. Oh my.
I think, well, let's deposit the sneaky snacker tax. I think we have someone who is very confused and may have wanted one of those camps to go to as a youth. And it looks like I wouldn't want to be on his bad side, because I think, you know how there's those, we'll call them criminals, who attack people who are what they won't acknowledge they are. I think he can tend to get angry and lash out allegedly for entertainment purposes. I think he may be, and this is just something he's not going to confront. He doesn't want to deal with. It's a secret side chicken roasting going on.
I've got something similar. Like here, there. Oh, look, I got better at this.
Oh, woohoo!
There's a little bit of a struggle, and then there was a whole lot of praying. And trying to turn the beat around, and then finally
turn the beat around.
So yes, he stopped listening to that music though. He's not allowed to listen to that. So he turned the beat around, and I don't think this was like out and about. Like, I don't think this was, something that was really evident. I think this is buried pretty deep. But that he was victorious over it, but still a little curious. He likes to look at pictures, I think, a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I think.
Hope there's none on that laptop.
Well, he doesn't leave his laptops willy-nilly all over the place.
Like, you never know. These freaks might be emailing pictures to each other.
Ew.
You never know. Oh, thank you, Beverly. Look what Beverly's doing. She's giving us
Oh my God! Oh my God! She's a maniac.
You're the bestest ever, Beverly. You're too kind.
You know what? We should actually do it in Texas, because Texas actually has, like, there's Beverly. What's the name of the island that's on the east coast of Texas? And it looks like Florida. It's like magical, mystical Texas islands. I can't remember what it's called. One of my clients, one of my daytime clients actually works out of there. But she was trying to talk me into like moving there. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should, because that you could actually like take the train to the plane, couldn't you? Can you like take a train? Aren't there trains out there, like old timey, like steam trains?
I know I say I live in the land of the dirt people, but it's not 1800s over here.
Wagons. Can't you like get in a wagon?
Beverly said South Padre.
South Padre. No, is that at South Padre? Yeah, whatever it was beautiful. She sent me pictures. She's like, oh, it's just like Florida. And I'm like, yeah, but what are the hurricanes like? So.
Oh, and Christine said Galveston. I don't know. But then,
Galveston was another place that someone had told me in Texas, because like Texas is one of our possible landing spots for retirement too.
And Diana said South Padre, very haunted, which gets me immediately like, okay, I'm down.
Ooh, I love haunted too.
Yeah, I want to do haunted.
All right. So I think Dueling Tarot in Texas.
Yes, yeehaw. I can wear my shit kickers there. I could wear my shit kickers here, except I'm like not in the proper shit kicker area. I'm too much bedazzled asses around here. Shit kickers look wrong. Yes, Diana, let's all move to Texas. It is on my list. Haunted. Woo-hoo! So, all right, I think we took care of Mike Pence and the fly on his head. I saw a video the other day that said that there's a company that actually makes the flies that fly on people's heads during debates, like, or speeches or interviews. I guess there was a fly that went on Obama's head for some interview or something. They said they're intentional things that they fly onto their heads to distract you from the topic being discussed. And I was like, interesting.
Oh, wow. I hope no flies ever fly on us.
No flies here. No. Okay. What do we have next?
So we got Pence off the list.
Yes.
Should we go? I also had Fauci and DeSantis on my list, and Hunter.
And then
there was the Meghan King and Cuff Biden Crow. Is that his name? And Hillary.
Oh yeah, Hillary got fined. Couldn't happen to a nicer gal. Gosh. Well, let's start with what do we want to look into? Hunter feels like a longer topic. Let's see if we can bust out a couple quickies. Not that sounds wrong. Talking about Hunter in the previous session. Oh God, forgive me, Father.
Let's look at Fauci. Is he really retiring?
Oh yeah, he has. I can't do a New York accent. I just one of those things I can't do.
I have to practice him because he's got like it's like a little teeny voice that comes out of like right here. It's like it comes out right here.
I'm gonna throw the ball. That's like more Boston. That's not it. Did he throw out a pitch somewhere? Am I remembering that right? That was the game where he went to and he didn't wear his diaper on his face. And then he was like, oh, it's okay because it's me. But I don't know if he threw out a pitch.
I have an invisible bubble around me.
A bubble. You know what's funny? So I'm on Truth Social and there is a page that's called like a Pelosi's stock pics or something.
Oh, God.
And they posted a video of her dancing at a couple events. Like one's dancing with, I don't know, I think a lady from the Supremes with a bunch of the other ladies. And then there's a picture of her dancing with some dude at some party. It's like way old video. And I was just thinking, wouldn't it be great if we could see like Fauci and Pelosi on Dancing with the Stars? Except they get voted off to an island somewhere else.
Or they break a hip. Like one of them would break a hip.
Yes.
She is horrible. Did I say that out loud?
I didn't hear anything. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Fauci.
Yeah, he seems to keep popping up like a whack-a-mole. I don't know what his deal is.
Oh!
Oh, Morto.
Oh!
Oh, El Diablo.
No, he really is retiring.
Because he's going to go to the clink.
I think that's what he's trying to get out of something like that.
Yeah, I think he's in deep shit. I got, there's a lot of deception on whatever he's doing right now. There's a lot of bullshit. And there's like, I don't know. I think he's trying to do this way kind of crap right now. Mm-hmm. I think, I don't think he actually knows like how big of a pile of shit he's going to be stepping into. And
I don't think he does either.
And I think he's trying to keep his head down and trying to get out of like, pass me over. I'm not here. But he's going to be like Teresa Giudice and clink, clink.
So I did what I could with the information that I had. It was all based on the science. I am not the science, but it's all based on the science. He is going to try to justify everything that he said. He is going to right now. What he's doing is like he almost has note cards.
No,
and he's like formulating responses. Like I know that Rand Paul ran him like a train, but he's like got all these responses to everything. He's like going back in time and like doing all this research, and he's like got dates and things that he said, and he's preparing all that to respond to people when they really confront him on this. But he wants out. He does want to retire. That's like everything he wants to do. He just wants to disappear from like social media, from regular media. He does not want to be a trusted, valued resource anymore. Sorry, that was a big yawn.
Well, he's boring. And then it was funny. He was like, "Oh, he wants to get off social media. He wants to," and I was like, "Off Tinder? I don't know. He's not on Tinder, right? I don't."
Oh, I hope not.
The other thing here too, yeah, it looks like he's got bigger fish to fry. He's got there's like you said, like going through all of my emails and trying to make sure that all my ducks are in a row. But it's almost like I'm hoping that I have enough word salad in my emails so that I can make it plausible for my marketing campaign I'm going on for myself.
It's not a lie if you believe it, Jerry.
Oh, his goose is cooked. I don't know if that's like roast chicken, but it's not good.
Well, he works in a hospital. He just gets turkey sandwiches, which I don't even know what that is. Like,
wait, do you know? Like, I'm asking, does he work at a hospital and eat turkey sandwiches? Is this like a MSNBC story you saw or what?
No, but you always get a turkey sandwich at the hospital. Every time I've been at the hospital, like, and I've had to stay there, there's like a turkey sandwich that shows up, like, on my breakfast lunch tray. Like, you always get a turkey sandwich.
You mean as a patient or in the cafeteria?
Like, as a patient or in the cafeteria.
I never get a turkey sandwich.
You've never gotten a turkey sandwich as a patient?
No, not as a patient, for sure not. And I don't think because I'm celiac, so I can't they don't have gluten-free bread in the hospital. That'd cost too much and put them out of business when they charge you $20 for a Tylenol. But no, I always got like weird crap that looked moldy. So I'd have my husband bring me Del Taco.
You know, when the hospital I had my kids in, they have a special parents meal after you deliver your child.
And what was on that? A turkey sandwich?
It's actually really nice. They send out for it. And and they bring it in. It's like on a little table.
Oh,
it's like very
fancy
nice.
pants.
Yeah, it's not fancy hospital, but it was a very nice little fancy thing that they did. The nurse asked me, "Do you want a parents meal?" And I had my daughter on my own. So I was like, yeah, I guess. Like, what's a parents meal?
Sure, whatever. I don't know. He's got some vodka with that shit. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Shit. Kara said she got a turkey sandwich in the hospital. What the? How did these people? They don't give any turkey
sandwich.
I have to make my own here. Now it's probably a $10 sandwich. Oh, Mrs. Bedingfield. Fuck her. We don't like her, Beverly. Vote her off, Diane. Beverly wants us to be her neighbors. I'm totally down.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't hate the cannabis.
I would be that embarrassing person like I was the last time I went out. I think I told that story when we went out to eat and I was like, oh my gosh, I smell weed. And it was the dudes that walked in behind us. And I'm like such an old lady now, like, man, what does that smell?
Unlike me, we run past a skunk that's dead in the road, and I'm like, aha. My son's like, Mom.
Oh my goodness.
So, speaking of turkey sandwiches costing a lot of money, one of the things that was on my list was this grand announcement that they have estimated that the inflationary costs are affecting 4-person families to the tune of $5,200 extra a year. Yeah.
Did they give a percentage on that?
No.
I was just curious how that would correlate with the raise that Congress gave themselves, which is 21%, right?
Oh.
I'm just curious if that if that correlated. Like, did Congress still give themselves a better deal on that bullshit
so that they could survive? Like,
yeah, because they're so important. Did we ever get a final say on daylight savings?
No, I think they wanted to get rid of it in 2023. So we'll still fall back. And then I think in 2023, we'll spring ahead and we'll be done with it.
Wait, but did it get passed or not? Because I saw it got through the Senate, but not maybe the House, or?
I don't know. I'll look that up.
Okay. Where's Wikipedia Greg? He could be looking this stuff up for us.
Wikipedia Greg right now is needed elsewhere.
Oh,
that signal went up and he is needed elsewhere.
$5 sushi?
I tried to send you gas station sushi, and that was when I sent you my iFit trainer, and I was like, "What the hell with the lashes?"
That's when I said Snuffleupagus. Oh, goodness gracious.
Daylight savings bill. Okay, Colorado. On Tuesday, the U.S. Senate voted unanimously to make daylight savings time permanent from 2023, getting rid of the biannual changing of the clocks. I'm gonna miss that.
You're weird.
Well, you know what? Like when it's winter here, I want to be home and it's not, the article's not coming up. The Sunshine Protection Act. It's called the Sunshine Protection Act.
This feels very. Ooh. Okay, Sunshine SPA SPA. It's code. It's code.
It's definitely code. Well, if you watch Donut long enough, everything's code. He's like, there's that number 2121, there's 215, 215, and there's the 32 number. I'm like, those are all numbers that I see all the time.
Yeah, one of those videos you sent me his channel. I started to watch one of the videos, and then he started like 5 minutes in. We got into the gematria and the numbers, and I'm like, dude, this is overload for a first-time visitor. I cannot. I need
that's Donut. I love him though.
I need to ease into that kind of shit. Whew.
So, all right. So let's look at this $5,200 that families of 4 are bearing the brunt of. Is it going to get worse or is it going to get better?
You mean, is inflation just going to stop and like everything's riding out at $1 bazillion?
Come on, man.
Hey, let me tell you about this bad dude, Corn Pop. He happened to be friends with T-Bone. T-Bone, he's a bad dude too. Did you ever hear about T-Bone?
I didn't hear about T-Bone.
Cory Booker, he also had an enemy.
Stop it.
And his name was T-Bone, but I think he admitted that T-Bone was a fictional character he made up in his mind. Corn Pop, we still don't know. He's out there in the wilds. We may never find out.
T-Bone and Corn Pop. They're probably on the phone. They're probably Facebook friends.
Dude, they're probably making a boy band.
To play at Mike Pence's summer camp. So, the inflation. Okay, so and this ties into like the whole distribution of, because what are we releasing, like 100 million gallons of oil every 5 minutes?
We're gonna release it all. It's all gonna be gone.
We're basically going to exploit our entire reserve that we have. They're going to try and move us into a position. There's smoke being blown up our butts. They're going to try and move us into a position and create this. I'm on fire right now. They're going to create this illusion by dropping the gas prices. And because now the truckers are starting to get mad. They tried to do like here in New Jersey, there was an event that was planned at a truck stop, and not enough people showed up because they didn't want to waste the gas. They were actually going to stop they were going to block up the highway. And that was just today here in New Jersey. So they're going to create this illusion that we're doing okay. But in the meantime, we're all getting ourselves into a hole. We're all getting ourselves into, very tight financial difficult situations. I heard that I believe it was 1 in 4 families are not making it from paycheck to paycheck right now in the United States. They're overdrawn.
I don't doubt it. It's ridiculous. It's out of control.
So again, last week we did food shortages. I tell everybody, when you get that tax return, do what I did last year, buy some Patriot Supply and just sock it away for now. Rice and beans, dried rice and beans, start canning them.
Oh, there's a rice shortage.
Don't tell my husband that.
I read that today. Like that's something like, so if go get your rice because there's a rice shortage over in Indonesia and some other already over there in these other countries. So it'll be coming soon here. So yeah.
Oh, it won't be coming here soon.
Oh, but
I'll be here all night. So it's going to get difficult. People are going to be very, very unhappy. But then there's this. And I'm not sure how to read that.
Oh, well, I could say it's interesting. So I've said before how I listen to Cliff Eye, right? And he has he writes all this interesting stuff, and he has these like whatever they are, these reports that he pulls out. I don't know, pulls them out of his ass, ether. I don't know where, but this latest post he had, he was talking about unobtainium in terms of like everything becomes so expensive that no one can obtain anything. And he was talking about that's when there's like he, like some other people, says that there's some other thing that comes in. Now we know that the Bidens and the dipshits and whatever want to push that central CBDC bullshit, which I look at. I have a reading coming up on that. That's going down in a blaze of glory. But there's like some other thing that's popping in. The other thing you could say, if you were wearing a different tinfoil hat, so to finish Cliff's thing, he was talking about that like Bitcoin, gold, silver, those things become like alternative currencies because we have the rubles being pegged to gold, I believe. So we have all that kind of stuff going on, shifting shit up and pissing off the central banks. The other thing that could be said is if you follow the theory of devolution, is that at some point before midterms, Mr. T comes back and shit starts to go the other way.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of theories about it.
Okay. I have a lot of people in my life who keep saying when 45 gets back in, when 45 gets back in. I don't see how that can happen, practically. I just don't. I'm not opposed to it, but I just don't see how practically it can happen.
It can. I'll say there's a lot of if you go back and you look at, there's a lot of executive orders that he put into place. And then there's also the law of war that there has a lot of information within that. And so essentially what the tinfoil hat people would say is that the country was overtaken by a foreign agent, nation, whatever, right? So with that, at some point, that is the theory, is that we're going through all of these different points in the law of war, and the executive orders tie into that. So a coup was staged, essentially, and this is how you would root out all of these people, and that would be the theory of how he comes back. Beyond me, it's a little too complicated in terms of like logistics and all that kind of crap, but it's the watered down thing. Oh, yeah. So
that's what this is, because that was definitely weird. I didn't know if it was stimulus, which I think is dumb. Don't give us any more money.
No, we don't need more money, because it's just then we have to pay it back again. It's like we already got taxed on it the first fucking time. I don't want to pay it again. Yeah, I was asking over here about if the 21% raise that Congress gave to themselves, if that's going to cover them. I don't know what their salaries are, but they should go be living in tents out, out on the front lawn or something. And they don't, but it doesn't look like it almost looks like they underestimated themselves, and they're looking to slip another one into another pork bill.
Oh.
Because, they can't be without their chai lattes, that kind of bullshit. So I don't think Congress, the 21%, it doesn't look like that covers them. However, you could say 21% doesn't cover these assholes. There's never enough for them. So that could be that. Hola, Serendipity. Welcome.
Oh, is she here? Where is she?
Yeah.
Oh, there she is. Hello, darling.
Karen said not brown rice. Brown rice goes bad. Now I'm curious about the rice shortage. Shit. My readers. Where's my readers? Damn it.
So I'm gonna put it out there. If China is sending us any rice whatsoever, I'm not surprised if they decide not to send it to us. Just to be jerks.
They have their own issues over there. There's a whole nother theory. Tinfoil hat deployed. There's a whole nother theory that the reason that China is so into our country and involved in every aspect of it is because they want to take over our farmlands to feed their people, because they are going to have upcoming food shortages anyway, not like the ones we're forcing over here. And so their goal was to take over our farmland, eventually, make our land their land, because they need to feed all of their people. So there was that tinfoil hat thing.
So, I heard something very interesting, and I did not know this. Agricultural, like food production. You know how they have to dump excess sometimes? Like sometimes they have too many cherries. They have a bunker season, and they have to dump some. They have to get rid of them. Do you know why they have to do that?
I thought it's because the government told them to.
But it's because of trade agreements. Because if we infuse the market with excess corn or excess cherries or excess whatever, we have trade agreements with other countries, and we have to keep the playing field level. It's kind of like price fixing, but it's like
that's kind of like bullshit. Think about like how many like people could enjoy that. Give it away fucking free then. Don't dump
exactly
it. What a waste.
Exactly. We have to dump food that's perfectly good. We have to dump crops that are perfectly good, or not farm fields that are perfectly good, because of trade agreements. And that's painting it with a broad brush. I'm sure there are other factors that go in there, but that is a notable contributing factor to the dumping of excess crops and meat and whatnot. So
that's a bunch of bullshit. But if they're doing that, then like that's kind of it sounds like bullshit. Like it does sound like corporate entities and shit getting involved in that. That just sounds shady. Someone's got their shady boots on. Probably Lindsey Grahamnesty. I bet he wears shady boots.
Lindsey Graham.
Oh. Anyway, where were we on our list? I got so cooped out there.
I have DeSantis versus Disney. DeSantis, Disney, Hunter Biden, laptop.
DeSantis, what's the first one? DeSantis what?
DeSantis versus Disney.
Okay, let's go.
It's going to war.
I'm Mickey Mouse. I don't want to roast your chicken.
And I'm Ron DeSantis, and I'm sick of this shit.
Oh, God.
So, should we do a little background? So, Ron DeSantis passed a bill in his state, which apparently there are other states that have similar bills, but he's just getting the most press on it, that will prohibit grade 3 and down from having explicit instruction about same-sex, LGBTQ plus lifestyles. But it also encompasses, I believe, just regular sex stuff, because I don't think that my 8-year-old needed a conversation about sex. I know when I was in school, the girls got the movie when we were in 5th grade, so that made us like 10 or 11 years old. So that was, still just like the "Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret" kind of conversation.
Yeah.
It didn't go any further. We kind of had to figure that out later, but When we got into high school, then it got a bit more explicit and instructional. Too late
Wait,
for some
what?
people.
You
What?
got instruction in high school?
A little bit, yeah. Like,
I don't remember. Maybe I was absent that day. I don't know. I don't think I recall that, which is weird. It's California, but I don't recall that.
there was like a health section that we had to do. It was
Oh,
like,
maybe ours was just like a day-long thing. It must have been like I probably knew more than whatever they were talking about, so maybe I tuned out.
yeah. So, I don't know. Me personally, I don't feel like my kids need to have any instruction about that. I mean, but like one of my best friends is she's gay and has a wife, and my kids have been around her their whole lives. Like, I just never felt like it was something that, had to be taught. It was just something that, we all lived. They love her, she loves them, like, I just didn't think it was something that needed like formal instruction. So the issue with some of the teachers is that if they are in a same-sex relationship, or if they are transgender or something like that, that they can't make mention of it. So there was one instructor, kindergarten teacher, who said, when I come in on Monday, I can't say that I went for a hike with my partner, because if the kids start asking questions about what's a partner, and I'm not allowed to answer that. And I don't think it's really I don't think the bill really says that. It's in nowhere does it say don't say gay, but I can understand both sides of it. So now Disney has doubled down on that, and DeSantis is now Disney is no longer saying ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. They're saying hello friends, or welcome dreamers. They've changed the language of how they address people in their audiences. So DeSantis is, and there was a few other issues. DeSantis is now doubling down, and he's removing some of the special privileges that the Disney Corporation has in Florida. I don't know what they are. And he's just, saying, if you guys are going to be ridiculous, we're going to take away some of your privileges, because it's just making things complicated for everyone. So that was a snapshot. I don't know if you have anything to add, Alycia.
I was just thinking about all the Disney pervert arrests that they've had. Anyhow, so yeah, I don't have anything else to add, except that was the thing that was popping up in my mind this entire time, was like who was that? The former CEO, and then there was a recent arrest, and that's just, something's not wrong, and something's not right over there in the Disney waters. And so I was just pulling like, what's going on with this crap? I think Disney's going to rue the day they went all in on this. It's like they're going about it the wrong way, and they're alienating too many. It's like, you go woke, it turns to shit. That's essentially what this looks like to me. You go woke, it turns to shit. You made partners. You made a enemy out of somebody who you shouldn't make an enemy out of. You should have partnered up and come to something where everybody can be happy about discussions. But that was not what they were doing here. Your turn, Madam President.
Beverly just said this is part of her PhD area of publication.
Oh.
I got your email, baby. I will email you later. So we'll get some more information on that one.
Yes.
So what? Oh, you're all done with that? You just.
Oh.
I looked up and it was gone. I felt like I was in Vegas.
No more bets.
I'm just kind of focused in on DeSantis here, and it's something that he believes in very much. It's a fight that he doesn't want to get into, because that's not really where his focus needs to be. One of the things that he's lamenting that this innocence is gone from Disney. Like that's there's this level of magic and innocence. Like now we can't just go there and have fun. We have to kind of toe the line. And he's questioning whether it is practical and reasonable and how it's going to affect tourism. Like that's actually something that he is worried about the level of tourism. Other people are advising him to tread very lightly, lest he be seen as a jerk, which I kind of get that. Like, I think that the PR that went out on the bill was not accurate. Like, it was just really a headline from what I understand. And again, like my friend that was in a same-sex marriage, like I've known her my whole life. She's very upset by the bill, and like I totally appreciate that, but it's just like, this really isn't something that we should be even talking about. And he's sorry that he had to do it.
Oh, fucking Walt Disney got you now. She's coughing because Walt Disney's ghost has got her. Oh no. The ectoplasm is coming out right now.
Oh my God. Could you imagine, like, if I coughed and like ectoplasm came out one day? Oh, Beverly, I had a terrible afternoon. I actually called Alycia and I said, I don't usually drink in tarot, but I have to have a scotch. And I had a scotch.
And it's all good in the hood. I'm still drinking my crack from this morning.
What do you get? The pink drink?
Huh?
Your Starbucks drink of choice, is it the pink drink that you get?
No, I get a mango dragon fruit lemonade without berries. So it looks like light urine. Because I don't like the berries because they remind me of boogers. So I'm that person. And then when people are like, oh my gosh, what's that drink? It looks good. And I'm like, okay, I don't think it looks good. But then I tell them, they're like, oh, exotic. And I'm like, it's on the main menu. I'm not exotic. Let's stop.
So Beverly threw down another 20.
Let's get her drink Beverly. You're the bestest ever. I'm sending you big virtual hugs. I don't know. We need to figure out how to do that. Like smell-o-vision and big virtual hugs. Wrap it up in a warm blanket.
All right. So that was we have to look at Disney. I looked at DeSantis.
Yeah.
Now we'll see what Disney's side is. I mean, right away, I'm getting a lot of voices. There's a lot of yelling on the Disney side. It's like, do you ever get into like an auditorium before like a presentation and like everybody's talking and there's that murmur and like it's like kind of a keyed up, like I'm totally getting like everyone's just a buzz and like chatting. You can't move Disney World.
No, you cannot. It's
you can't
kind of stuck there. God, this camera cannot. I'm trying to make it so it's not cockeyed. It's bothering me. Oh, that's kind of better. Better was better.
Disney is down for the fight.
It's weird though. It's kind of like a two factions though. Do you get two factions within the corporation?
I've got like super heated discussion. It's like almost more than two factions. Like it's like everyone has their own special project that they want to push to the front of the room and nobody can decide who goes first. There's nobody in charge of this.
No.
It's like a headless, but ultimately there will be. They're going to put somebody in charge. I think she's black. I'm getting the sense that it's a black woman they're going to put at the front.
I was going to say that's Ms. Markle's card.
Ms.
She got a new job at Disney. Oh my gosh.
Oh my. She always wanted to be a princess.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's nobody in charge. The adults are not in the room. There's a whole bunch of legality that they're worried about. It's like chaos on their side. I get it. They're trying to be nice. Like,
I don't get that at all. That's interesting. How do you get that they're trying to be nice?
So they're all trying to make all of these different factions are trying to make some demographic happy. And the problem is that they can't make everybody happy. And like, if they make this one happy, they won't make this one happy. And so that's where all the conflict is coming from. And that's like where I think for the most part, like a lot of these people are like being very generous. Like, you know what? We do need to be more open. We do need to have more representation of this or this kind of lifestyle. I get that. But the way that they're trying to execute that isn't making any, it's like, it's not an organic thing. It's like all of a sudden they're going to like change every movie, every plot. Like, you know how there's formulas to Disney movies? Like,
Yeah.
They're going to like change all the formulas, and the formulas aren't going to work because the formulas are based on traditional fairy tales from all sorts of cultures. And they're just trying to like make up new stories now, and they're not going to work. Like, they need to stick with the formulas. So, you know, while the ideas are very radical, the genesis of what they're trying to do individually in each person is you know, based on some good stuff.
I'm getting something different. We're divergent.
That's okay.
There's something. Remember when I mentioned earlier about those cases of the dirty birds who got arrested? I think there's something else here connected. Like there's they're used as a vehicle for doing like beyond what we know of these people who got arrested for looking at stuff and doing stuff. This company, I think there's like a splint, a fracture, something. It's not as it appears, like to front-facing people, right? Like everybody's like, oh my gosh, let's go to the Magic Kingdom. Let's go see Mickey Mouse. Let's go to the castle, blah, blah. There's a different portion of this company. It's almost like the tinfoil hat theories about like things that go on in government. There's a dirty part to this company that's involving niñas that is not good. And I think that's part of this is like, we're at a crossroads of like, where is this company going? It's almost like, is it going to Adult Swim or is it going to go back to what it was? But that's a whole separate issue. Then there's something seedier, even more than seedy, disgusting, vile, whatever, on the underside, the underbelly of this thing that we're not even aware of yet. But there's something whole another level bad. No bueno.
I keep focusing on the surface players. These are the ones that are representative of all the weird, you know, let's you know, have this kind of day. Let's, you know, instead, it's not like they're making things like handicapped accessible. Like they're kind of revamping everything to accommodate like all these different families, all these different lifestyles, all these different pairings of people. And it's like, I keep hitting this tag team, like or I shouldn't say tag team, this like task force that's like just all they're doing is talking. They're talking, and they're the ones that the media is looking at. I'm not getting into those deeper people that you're getting into. I'm just stuck on these noisy people that are in the auditorium and around the table.
That would be interesting, though. You know, it's like because I think it probably there's different factions in every organization, right? And there's like this group here, and here's some other little thing in the corner we don't know about. If they're all like focused on like, oh my gosh, we should be this for this and this for this, like where are my group of people? I want to be representative. I hate stupid people. So I want that addressed in the Disney marketing. Like no stupid people are allowed at the park. So then next time I go to Disney World, I don't see someone in one of those scooters towing another person in a scooter. I don't want to see it. It's because stupid people, right? It's diluting their marketing message where it's like, everyone's going to love us. And then it's like, well, nobody gives a shit anymore. So it's like they've got too many hands in the marketing pot over there.
Yeah. And those are the people that I'm stuck with. They're like, they're very busy.
Yeah. Well, they can all fight it out because there's something dirty underneath this. It's gross.
Oh, like, Beverly said so we're good. Both gorgeous and she's intimidated. Don't be. Someone thought I was transgender tonight, so.
That was at the beginning. Oh, I wonder if they're still watching. I did call them a turd.
I want that person to get a reading from me. They asked for a reading. I will give you a reading.
I blocked them, so they're shit out of luck. Thank you, Beverly. Oh, shit. Don't be intimidated. I've got my, what's her name? Damn it. Allie, whoever. What is her name? Andy McDowell forehead on tonight.
Oh, you do? I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow, so I've got like luscious locks right now.
Oh, I don't. I pulled all my hair back because I'm at another in-between stage of growing my hair out. Either I'm going to commit to short or I'm going to see if I can grow it long. But right now I'm back at the polygamous page boy. Not really into it, so.
I was a polygamist.
I forgot about your polygamous life. You should have been on Seeking Sister Wife and you could have added to your harem.
Oh my goodness. But you know what? I tell my husband all the time, like I am totally open to, the worse the economy gets, I'm really open to having a sister wife as long as she has a really good job. Like we can bring her income in here and we'd have to get a bigger bed. We'd need a king size bed. So.
You think I'm going to be freaky deaky with you guys?
No, that's what I said. Not you.
Oh, I thought we were recruiting me, and I'm like,
no.
My dreams to live in a bed by myself. I don't want to even share it with my husband. I just be in my bed by myself and I kick out all over. I look like a starfish in the bed. Oh, heaven.
Oh, can I tell you, the magnesium that I'm taking at night is amazing. I am sleeping like the dead. And then my husband has a weighted blanket and I started sleeping with the weighted blanket. Holy crow. Best night's sleep ever. It's awesome.
Is this magnesium in a powdered form or is this a pill form?
It's a pill.
Okay. Because I had magnesium powder, but it was a powder form and I already used the collagen in a powder form. And I'm like, that already makes my drink taste kind of funky dunky. So, okay. I'll have to try
I take liquid collagen.
Oh, see, I do it in a little powder formula and I put it in my vitamin water and shake it up. Oh, that's a bad gesture. I probably turned on Barney Frank or something.
We were just talking about Disney.
And why didn't I think of Barney Frank? What happened to him?
Didn't he? He dropped out of politics.
Because in somebody's basement, in the Ed Buck's basement? Where did Barney Frank go?
I don't know. All right, well, wait. Big announcement. Sarah Palin is coming back to politics.
She just announced she had her 8th grandkid. That was the story I saw today.
How does she have 8 grandchildren?
No, I think she lied to me. She was running with McCain, and now I don't like McCain at all, or his stupid daughter. And now I'm not sure about her. She might be a secret rhino. I don't know.
Although she's running for Congress in Alaska.
Wait, who's up there? There's a shithead up there, isn't there? Or is it because the guy that just died?
Wait a minute. Yeah, 35 minutes ago. Who just died?
Some dude. There was some guy who was laying in state at the Capitol, I believe, recently.
Late Republican Don Young.
Yes. Okay. So where is he from?
Don Young. I got cause of death. Alaska. He was the longest serving Republican in Congress. How about that? 88.
88.
So Sarah Palin is going to try and take his spot.
Okay.
So should we read about her?
Sure, let's read about her. You know, she kind of looks like Peggy Hill, or she used to.
I think she looks like Peggy Hill too.
Oh, I ordered my Dale Gribble hat. It's coming. I'm way more excited about my Dale Gribble hat than I should be, but I am so excited.
You have to work on the voice.
Yeah, I will. I don't have anything for Dale Gribble voice yet. I'll have to watch some extra King of the Hill and get it on. Anytime I work on a voice and then I have the cats looking at me like I'm having a stroke over here. It's okay.
My kittens have gotten so big. I have to do another video of them.
Yes. Everybody. I got a new kitten shirt. I didn't wear it tonight. It was, I already forgot what it was. I'm also trying to figure out at some point when I'm supposed to stop shopping at Hot Topic, but I don't know when that's going to be.
Oh. Well, I don't think you have to stop.
I don't know. At some point, it's probably like wrong, like to keep going in the Hot Topic. Like I went in there this weekend and there was these teenagers, like I was looking at the shirts and they were making out underneath the shirts. And I was like, oh God, now they're going to think I'm a perv checking them out, except they can't help themselves and they're getting their freak on in front of me. But I was like, I don't know. I'm going to get some point. They're going to be like, excuse me, grandma, get out of the Hot Topic. No funny shirts for you. And I'll be like,
aren't they supposed to do that in the back section where all the sexy stuff is?
that's in Spencer's.
Oh, the Hot Topic doesn't have one?
Our Hot Topic doesn't have any dirty shit, but our Spencer's has all the dirty shit halfway through the store. They don't even put it in the back anymore. Butt plugs are right there next to lava lamps. You're all good.
And as you said, butt plugs and lava lamps, Beverly tips $10.
Thank you, Beverly. Oh, this got so inappropriate so quickly.
Oh my God. So, all right. What do you got for Miss Palin?
I don't know that this is gonna go too well.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
There's something. See, now I'm starting to think that she might be like Shady Town, like McCain was, because there's like other, El Diablo's over here. We got the moon. There's just shady shit around her. Magician in reverse. There's something Shady Town. She's wearing shady boots for sure. I don't know what's wrong. There's something wrong with her.
I'm pulling out some Joseph Magi just to.
Yeah, pull out. Don't pull out Joseph Magi himself, because you probably should not be holding him, against his will.
Wouldn't that be amazing if I was like, ta-da, Joseph Magi?
We wouldn't know, because all we see is his hands. That's kind of like some of the other people. We don't know. We've never seen their faces. They're the secret tarot readers.
Not us. We're out there.
Oh, Beverly's got to bounce. Adios, Beverly. Love you.
Bye, friends.
Oh, I send my...
Miss Matthews came in.
Welcome, Miss Matthews.
Miss Matthews. So I want to know if Sarah Palin is Shady McShadester.
Yeah, I'm going to look in this deck here.
This dueling tarot feels like we're in a little rowboat floating down a nice little Mary Poppins kind of stream.
Do they have liquid? Not liquid.
Liquid collagen. We have liquid collagen and parasols.
was thinking liquid courage, but I was just like thinking alcohol, really. That's all I was actually thinking about, but my brain was all, Darr!
There could be liquid courage there. So I think this is a big shift for her, but look at this, devil and the
Oh,
sun. So some naughtiness is going to come to light. Why are all these people dirty birds?
yeah. I don't know. Let's ask that. Why is Sarah Palin a dirty bird?
What did you get?
It is the first card I pull is the thief. Like,
Oh,
oh, I think this, like, whatever's going to pop up here, this feels like maybe this is why her political ambitions don't seem to go too far. It's because there's like somebody's been holding on to shit. Oh, maybe your ex-husband Todd's been holding on to shit or something.
so yeah, I'm getting the same thing. There's a contract that she's in, an agreement that she's in that's going to be broken. And then there's going to be like a divergence. So looks like maybe somebody might sell her out. Oh no, she's the smarty pants here.
Mm.
She is the one that's making all this happen. But yeah, there's going to be this divergence. She's going to try and make herself look better for the legacy, and it may work.
Mm.
Who is she going to throw under the bus, I wonder?
Mike Pence.
You know what? Get out of my head, because I was actually thinking that.
Can you imagine Palin Pence team up 2024?
The PP team?
Oh no! Can you imagine? That'd be the worst slogan ever.
The PP team.
She's, I don't know. She's still, there's something shady boots about her. Like there's something secret behind, like, yes, I get like she's trying to like restart her political machine here. There's something here though. Let me look up here my little meaning for some of these because I don't have all these nailed yet. Because I'm curious about the plant.
Did you say the plan or the plant?
Plant with a T, like Robert Plant. Okay, so that's creative collaboration. So she is working with someone. We're trying to start over, but we're trying to mask who we are, or maybe this is trying to mask who we were perceived to be. Like I can see Russia from my house. Maybe that's what we're trying to do here. But we're doing something sneaky. Like maybe this sneaky here, not saying she's totally like a holy woman. The sneaky here is maybe getting the Muerto guy's seat. That's what she's going after, right?
Yes, the Muerto guy.
So maybe she's figuring she can slide in under the wire. This makes it kind of like a quick jumpstart back on the political career without having to do a long, extensive thing. But there's something else here. I don't know. There's something going to pop up with her, though. Surprise! Liar, liar, pants on fire. Surprise!
Surprise! Yeah, there's something definitely weird.
Yes. All right. Where are we to next?
Hillary?
Oh, what are we doing with her? I started to watch that impeachment thing on I think it's old. American Crime Stories or whatever it is. And I saw it on Hulu, and it was impeachment, and I started to watch it. And then I had the whole weird thought. It says it's rated MA for mature audiences. So I was like, I don't know. Maybe my teenager shouldn't watch this. Because it's like, and then I was like thinking in my head, well, this is like actual history of shit that happened. It's not like I'm watching like a, Skinamax over here. I was like, oh my God.
It really had a mature audience warning on it?
Yeah, I haven't gotten to that part yet, but I did have that
weird.
whole idea.
I've never seen that. I'm always thrown off by the historical smoking warning. Historical smoking.
Danger, danger. Yeah, a lot of times I'm not sure what it was like. I'll watch something and I'll be like, it said mature, but I don't know why. I watched the whole thing and I'm not sure what it was that made them put that label on. But supposedly that I think it's a new Maryland movie. Is it the Maryland movie that's going to have a NC-17 rating on it? I was like,
oh, which one? Who's in that?
I have no idea. Let me see. Maryland.
What's it coming out? Is it like on Hulu?
No, I don't think it is. Let me see if I can find it, because I think. Okay, so it's a biopic, Blonde. Oh, it's going to be on Netflix, I think. Okay, I got it. Okay. It's set to become Netflix's first NC-17 film due to explicit sex scenes. Director calls movie by Motion Picture Association a bunch of horseshit.
It's adapted from the Joyce Carol Oates book Blonde. So Joyce Carol Oates is a writer, but she's also a professor, or was a professor at Princeton University, right here by me. She wrote another book. Blonde is actually pretty good. I read Blonde, but she wrote a book called Dark Water, which is based on the Chappaquiddick incident.
Oh.
And yes, it's very, very interesting because you're in the car with Mary Jo Kopechne while she's drowning, and she's waiting for him to come back, and she keeps, she's a young girl, and she's like, I think he's going to come back. And then at one point, like when she was hanging out with him, he bends over and he kind of turns into like this devil creature. And it's a really, really good book. That Dark Water is a heavy read. Blonde is a heavy read too. It's a bigger read. Dark Water is a bit of a shorter book, but that's my whole college degree right there.
Oh, well, thank you for the info, because I think the last thing I read on Marilyn was Donald Spoto. Did he do a book on her? That was a while ago. But okay, where were we? I already forgot what we were looking into.
So we were going to read about Hillary.
Oh, yes. She had to pay a fine, or she got fined. She got fined
by the FCC for what, though? Like, what was that all about?
I might be better prepared. I am not.
We're in a rowboat. We're going down the river. Don't worry. We're good.
I feel like that feels like that song Pontoon. I need to. Anyway, FTC finds Hillary Clinton campaign and DNC over the Trump-Russia dossier research. They find the 2016 campaign and the DNC for not properly disclosing the money they spent on controversial opposition research that led to the infamous dossier. They were fined $105,000, and the Clinton campaign was fined $8,000. Well, that seems a little low.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't seem enough.
$8,000? Well, you can't even buy a used car for that.
Somebody could buy my car for that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just thinking about the cars around here. You can't buy. No, you would have to buy one of those little small boxes to drive in. Whatever they're called. All right.
She feels great about this.
Yeah, I bet she does. She probably feels like when she sees balloons coming out of the ceiling. Oh!
Yeah, she feels great about this. She's like, okay, yeah, we got this. We got this. You know, she's like one of those obnoxious women that, like, when someone says, like, pretty woman, like, how much is this? It's very expensive. I know, I can afford it. You know, like, she, like, that's kind of her attitude. She doesn't care. She's glad that this is what it was. She's glad it's not something more.
Yeah, you're right. I got the same shit. Like, dude, this is totally cool. We can hang with this. Yes. It's like, yes, girl, we got it. Like, celebration. I'm buying the next rounds. Nancy Pelosi doesn't have to buy rounds that time. Yeah. Happy. It's almost like I can't believe we got off that cheaply.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting too. And there's still more. She's like, I'm glad they didn't find the other stuff. So we'll just be like, okay, and throw money at this, you know?
Yeah. Well, they'll find more. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Okay, well, she is I don't know. There's all those people who are just like, you know, oh my gosh, she's really cool. Oh, I look up to her. At least, or maybe that was marketing. I don't know. I don't know if people actually looked up to her, but I can't imagine Bill wasn't too enthralled with her.
So the big stuff is buried deep. And I think what's going on behind the scenes is people are trying. So it's like if you were playing capture the flag and Hillary was the flag.
Okay.
And you're playing paintball. Like it's almost like they're taking out her flanks. They're taking out the people around her to get to her. And it's like destabilizing her. And these are the ones that they want to get the information out of. These are keys. These people are keys. And they're going to be keys to getting to her. Right now she's fairly preserved though.
That outfit's much better than the pantsuit she usually wears.
Oh, the Mao suit?
The what?
The Mao suit.
That's what this is called?
Chairman Mao.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, I didn't know there was a name for that outfit.
I just named it. That was me.
Okay.
So, but this Tangly situation, she's still a little bit worried about it, but she's glad that the moment has passed. Like they won the battle, but she's still keeping her eye on the war.
Mm. Oh. Interesting. I was just curious. So all I was asking if she's eventually going to end up in the clink. I don't even it's almost like I'm gonna say I think she's going to be kicking it with pill bugs before she gets in the clink. Not saying that like she's like there's something else. It's like it's almost like she's out of
time.
She's out of time. Like before they could get to her. Like it feels like she's
So I'm going to add to this because I think that she would even engineer that, if you know what I mean.
Really?
But it's not going to be something that's really obvious that she engineered it. It's going to look like a stroke or an aneurysm or some kind of clot thing happens. That's going to be the real story that we hear.
The hot sauce in her purse.
The what? The hot sauce. There's hot sauce in her purse.
You remember when she went on the radio show? She was talking about the hot sauce in her purse.
She used the accent?
Yes.
I ain't nowhere's tired.
I hate her. Yeah, I wonder if even Bill helps her. Or somebody helps her. I don't know. Maybe he looks worse off or worse for wear than she does. But yeah, I can see what you're saying there, where it's kind of like there's somebody who comes and helps, Dr. Kevorkian style.
Dr. Fauci!
He doesn't have anything to do.
I'm retired, but I'll come up for you, Hill.
Make sure Nancy's there. I want my ice cream. I like ice cream too.
Whatever you do, don't tell Rand Paul.
Don't tell Rand Paul where you're hanging out. He's coming to get you.
So yeah, I think it'll be top secret. I don't think anyone will know. Honestly, I don't think Bill will know. I don't even know if she'll bring somebody in, maybe just to get the
delivery
needed, you know?
Yeah, but it's so weird. I don't even know what this reference would be. Well, I do, but I don't. So, they call it, was it Rolling Stones, Mother's Little Helper?
Yes.
And those are pills, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, and kind of like, I don't know what the specific pills they were talking to about back in that song are about. But I don't think they're ones that would take you to the other side. But yeah, it does feel like an engineering of this, because it's like, God, it's so sick. It's like, haha, I win either way because I'm not here.
Yeah, there's a lot that I'm getting that too. Like a lot of arrogance. Like, nah, I win.
Yeah, like the heat is on, and that's like when it's almost like she's like trapped like a rat, and boop, nope, haha, I win.
She wants to go out without a conviction.
Yeah.
So if that starts to get close, I think she's going to. Yeah.
She's going to break on through to the other side. Oh my God.
We have to get sound machines. That's so that we can have all these, like, we can do. I could just get my youngest offspring to come down here and play various things on a keyboard.
Oh.
I don't know if we'd have what do you call it, copyright issues because
we
of
probably
that.
Would. I mean, yeah, I mean, half the time though we say inappropriate shit, so I don't monetize the Dueling Taros because I'm like, I'll probably get in trouble for that word or that word. But yeah, there's probably a copyright issue. Did you know there's a new show named that tune?
No, like a game show?
Yeah, like do you remember the old Name That Tune?
I do. And they'd be like, boop, and the guy would be like, happy birthday to you. And they'd be like, you're right. Really?
I can name that tune in 4 notes. There's a new Name That Tune, but apparently I'm on season 2. I found it on Hulu and I started at season 2. Oh my God. I don't know where they were locking up Randy Jackson, but he's been trapped somewhere. Wherever they hid Al Roker is where they trapped him, because he's got the same skinny look. Like, oh, it's horrible.
Wait, Randy Jackson, like from the Jacksons? Like,
no, Randy Jackson, like Journey? Is that Journey?
What?
The guy who was on American Idol. Is it not Randy Jackson?
Is that his name?
I swear it's his name. Unless I've been giving him a new name and it's like, yeah, his name's Randy. And I find out later, no, his name's Philip. Oh.
I don't think his name's Philip.
No, I don't think
you're right. Randy Jackson. Oh my God, he's so skinny. Why is he so skinny?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's wrong with him. But so he's there. Yeah, it's scary. It's like when I saw Al Roker. I don't know. Did Al Roker had the surgery, right? Did Randy Jackson have the surgery?
I don't know. Now I got to find out. I'm worried.
Yeah, like when I see Bill Clinton and he looks like that, I'm just like, well, that's because you're El Diablo and your soul's eating itself. But,
yes, he has the gastric bypass look.
That
is what happened.
So, anyway, and then Jane Krakowski, she hosts it, and she's trying to be like, I don't know, she's probably excited for her job. She's on there trying to dance and stuff, and I'm like, stop, you look like a dopey drunk lady. It's just, the first couple episodes were just entertainment. The second episode, season 2, episode 2, I think, and she's trying to, like, it looks like she's hitting on the guys. I don't know who they are. I think they're sports people, and she's trying to hit on the guys, and she's doing some like dancing like this, but it's like very bad.
Did you ever see the movie Go?
Nope.
So, all right, spoiler alert. The movie Go is like Pulp Fiction type setup, but it's club kids in the 90s. And this one gal has to get money for rent, so she gets a bunch of drugs and something happens, and so she doesn't have them, but she's got to go back to the drug dealer and give him either money or drugs. So she gives him cold medicine, and they get this bright idea she's going to sell it someplace. But in the middle of all this, two of the characters, one is Jay Marr, who I absolutely love. They wind up getting taken home by this undercover cop, and they think that he's like just a weirdo, and he gets him and sits him down, and Jane Krakowski is his wife, and they're actually selling him Amway, but it's not Amway. It's like, it's Confederated Products. It's a different thing. And so the one guy thinks that the husband's hitting on him, and like he separates him, and he's like, ah. And Jane Krakowski is like all over the other guy, who's the young guy Scott from Party of Five.
Oh, he used to be cute.
He's very cute in this movie.
Mm.
So, but it's a funny movie. It's a. I mean, as funny as like drug dealing can be. So.
There's always a good one there.
Yes.
Okay, so Karen said he had the surgery. Randy managed them. Did Randy manage who? Journey? Oh, did he manage Journey? I thought he was a part of the band. Maybe. Why am I stuck on Journey? Watch. Like, he didn't. Journey's probably the wrong band in my head, and I'm thinking of something wrong. So what is this?
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
So, brown-eyed lady asked about if Obama, but Obama didn't know she had a private server.
He knows.
I thought she was asking a question there. We're getting loopy at this hour. Now, did you see that thing about Hungary?
I did, but I don't know anything about Hungary. I guess it doesn't matter. We can read on it.
I lost it. I can't find it.
Oh, I see it. I got it. Okay. They're like, Americans are trying to alter the election in Hungary that takes place this Sunday.
Okay.
Well, let's see if they're trying to mess with shit over in Hungary. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Hmm. Oh no, my cards are all cockeyed. What the? How dare I?
So I do see that they are very much defending what's going on, or what they want their country to be. They're very much. I think they're looking over at us and some of the other places that are woke. I think they're very anti-woke and
Yep.
much more traditional. Are they Muslim in Hungary?
No say. No say. I have that they're very worried about this election. I get yes, that there's interfering going on for sure. There's, I don't know, like if they have some leader who's either a puppet or installed person or somebody who's like duplicitous in charge over there. But they're definitely, they're trying to make whoever the non-traditional, like the side that's opposite, like old school, old-fashioned values, however I want to express that, they're definitely trying to do that, and it looks like there's a new shift, like that they might get their goal over there. It looks like though that there's strong opposition. Like I don't know if there's another force that's in there trying to sway shit at last minute. Maybe
They're primarily Catholic. Like 54% is Catholic. Yes. There's a party that is the opposite of what they want, and they're worried about interference with the election. They were looking square at us.
Yeah.
So we got the good guy and the bad guy. And then we have corruption in the middle.
Yeah. I can't get a which way it goes though. I don't know if that's just because I'm buzzy now.
I'm getting buggy too. Look who we got.
Oh, fucking sneaky. Well, let's put him in as our last sneaky snacker of the night. As my buzz is jacking up my.
Yeah, I can't get which way it's going either. But I think it's because we're both buggy. We're going into hour 3.
Yeah, it's there's definitely somebody else, some other entity trying to jack with them, which is unfortunate because it looks like they don't want this at all. It's like taking them away from their traditional values, and they want to hold on to that desperately. And it looks like somebody else coming in, they think that they know the better new way. I don't know if there's something with Hungary that's a strategic place, but maybe like globalist deep state assholes want to get in there and reframe and recreate in their own image, because that's what this is talking about. Like, okay, your time as being this way is over. Now it's time we're starting something new. But like I said, I had another card there. There's somebody else there who's trying to fight against it. I don't know who that is, but I can't get an outcome.
So Christine says Hungary is Russian Orthodox, and that fights for traditional heritage. The Americans and the EU are interfering. Yes.
Oh, that's not a shocker.
Not a shocker. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you'll remember, but like a while back, there was a lot of rumblings about gay hate crimes in the Soviet Union, in Russia. They do kind of push the traditional lifestyle. But one of the nicest guys I knew in college was a gay Russian guy. He was wonderful. and freaking gorgeous. So
I don't know any Russian people. Nope. I don't think I.
So, one of the readings that I did this week, I said that Europe is going to become much less European and more culturally individualized. People are. It was one of the readings that I did live this week, and I think that like the Italians, they want to be Italians. The French people, they want to keep those. Did we do it together? Were we on a reading together when I was talking about that? No, okay, it was just me. See, you're always here with me, so you're.
I was like, maybe we were astral reading, and I forgot it. And I was like, I don't know. Do I remember that?
Yeah. So, I think that or at least the reading that I was doing, that this whole concept of like one world, like when you go to Europe, the different countries are so distinct, and there's such a rich heritage within each. And I think this concept of like, one world and like trying to blend that, they don't want to be America. They don't want to be a melting pot like we are. So, the phenomenon that is America, and the phenomenon that we have here of the melting pot, I think is a unique experiment. Let's put it that way. And I don't think it's something like, I don't want to be an earthling. I like the Starship Federation looks really cool, but like, unless they can put me like in a spaceship and the doors open when I walk by and I can go tea, Earl Grey, hot, and like it appears like, you give me that. Yeah, I'll do the one world, federation and whatnot, and go fly around and seek out other life forms in the universe. But I like, until they can do that, I still think like here on the East Coast, like we have pizza every Friday night. Like that's our thing that we do here. We have really great pizza. I when I lived in California, that was one of the things that I really missed. I really missed not having pizza every Friday. I wasn't going to California Pizza Kitchen because I didn't want shrimp on my pizza. I didn't want pesto sauce on my pizza. I just didn't want that, So I think we're going to see like the same kind of backlash from the European countries. And now, like, if anyone's tuned in from Europe and they know different, let me know. But I know that Russians are fiercely Russian. I know that my son's father is Scottish. He is fiercely Scottish. He doesn't even like English people, but he doesn't like anybody. So, I think Europe is not really down with the idea of becoming this, Europe versus France, Germany, Netherlands. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I think we're at this precipice where, you got the globalist, like, the Tweedledee and Tweedledum that we cannot talk about anymore. You have people like that who are just trying to force like everybody's into a global citizen, and it's because it's all their NWO bullshit. But I think like we're like, people just want to be their own thing. Like you said, the Russians want to be the Russians, the French want to be the French, the fucking Antarctica peoples probably don't want to have governments over there. But whatever it is, like everybody just wants to be their own jam. And I think like there's that other side pushing it like, no, we're all going to be one thing. And it's like, fuck you. I don't want to be one thing. Like at one point we want to have individuality, but at a certain point we don't. So it's a annoying mixed message that I don't enjoy. But no, I don't want to be something else. I mean, I'm happy to be American. I don't really want to be a Californian, but we'll switch out one day. But I don't want to be a globalist. I don't like that idea.
What if you got a silver spacesuit, like a silver onesie?
No, because it's gonna bunch up in the cooch and the butt area, and it'll look like I have like weird farts going on in my outfit. It will never
It'll
be
be
hot.
sweaty in the summer.
Oh, it'd be horrible. And then you have to take the whole damn thing off to go potty. No, I cannot. Mm-mm.
In the future, we won't have to go potty.
Why?
They have a shot for that. Talk to Fauci.
Oh, I don't know. I would rather talk to Corn Pop about it. I think he's probably the next commander in charge of the urination division. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. So we did not talk about Hunter.
Oh, well, we can leave that topic for another day. That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a big one. What did I say we should do? Like what? Oh, we should do Jim Carrey.
Yeah, you must know a lot about Jim Carrey that I don't know. I'll have
He's
to
a weird dude. He's a weird dude, but he's like super interesting. And apparently there's like all these things that he had said in the past about like the NWO that, are relevant now.
Interesting. Well, then I will definitely put my tinfoil hat. Hopefully I'll have my Dale Gribble hat by then to dig into that one, because there is something weird about him, but he's a weird flip-flopper to me. Like, I don't know which lane he's in. Maybe he doesn't commit to lanes. Maybe that's a problem.
I think that's it too. And he had like some weird mental health crisis after Jenny McCarthy.
Oh, I forgot he was with her, right?
He was with her for a long time. Yeah, like I think they almost got married, and
now she's with Donnie Wahlberg. What's that about? She made him get hair plugs and stuff. I saw him on Blue Bloods, and I was like, what are you regrowing your weird, like, it looked like AstroTurf. It was odd. Not good.
Oh my.
4K television's not forgiving for that. You need the Barbara Walters sock. Pandemic 20 said Janine said that he is in the D cult.
Wait, who? Jim Carrey?
I assume. Oh. Is that the El Diablo cult, or the Eyes Wide Shut crew, as I'd call them? Okay, yes. Okay, so Jim Carrey's in that group, so maybe that's why he knows so much. Okay, so then that would add another layer into it to see if it's me. I would want to say, like, how high up is he in there? How much pull does he have?
Maybe that's why he lost his.
Oh, MK Ultra.
Yeah.
I
don't know. There's that whole like Britney's an MK Ultra too, and like
I would buy it.
I don't know.
Poor thing. Somebody else that I don't know if that was our reading together or reading I did. I don't remember, but talking about the boyfriends, no bueno. And somebody else had commented and said, "Oh, thank you." Somebody else is mentioning that I don't think that he's not good.
Yeah, we were talking about him. I think he's just too good looking. He's all ripped out. He's a trainer. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Oh, Janine said he tried to leave.
Oh, but he couldn't do it,
and they wouldn't let him.
All right. Well, I'll have to go back and see if I can find that episode Janine did on it, and see. Then we can do a dive into him. There's something weird with him because, like, why is he popping up now too?
Yeah, and he's like retired from work. Oh, we didn't talk about Bruce Willis too.
Poor Bruce Willis, but I'm not even sure what he has.
Aphasia.
I heard that, but now I saw somewhere it said it was related to dementia, but I've never heard that before. I don't know enough about it.
I actually, and I said this in my last live, I talked about him briefly. I had aphasia after my head injury. I had language aphasia. And so what would happen was your brain is processing the word and you can't really say it. It's kind of like dyspraxia, like you're not able to say the word, but it's different when it's a head injury. So like I would want to say chair and I could see the word spelled out in my head. I could spell it CHAIR. But when I would go to say it, like another word would come out, like sofa or lounger, like, yeah, it's real. And it, like, as an adult, it's really, really frustrating because, like, your brain is working and it's doing what it's supposed to do, and what you want to say, and it's just not coming out. So it's really, really frustrating.
That's weird because I feel like I already have that. Seriously, like I do that all the time. I will say like weird shit comes out of my mouth and my family looks at me and they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, and it takes me a while. I don't know. Maybe it's California air. They got me.
It might be that.
Huh?
It might be that.
It might be. Oh, okay. I will go look it up. I joined their paid access videos to go see it. So I'll go check it out. But yeah. And I do have dyslexia too. That one's why you don't want me as an accountant or anything. I always flip numbers and letters. No bueno.
Well, you could flip them in the right way.
It never works out right for me.
Oh, well.
Oh, golly. So this was fun.
This was fun. This was a good night. Everybody have fun?
Yeah, I hope everybody, if you didn't hit that like button, go hit our like button. Help us out for free.
It's free. That's that Trevor McCourt or whatever his name is. If you haven't subscribed already, why not? It's free.
Oh, I don't know. See, you know what? The other day I was trying to remember the body language guy's intro, and I can't even remember his name. Jose Enrique Rojas. Oh, I think I got it that time.
Who's Enrique Rojas?
And I'm like, dude, he's so tight with his intro. One day. I'll get it as tight as he is. Because at first I thought, oh, is he just re-looping his intro every time? And he's not. He's like that on point. I'm like, damn, you go, bro.
He's super fun. Oh, and I found out something really funny. So he is a writer. And he also used to do his show in Spanish. And Tarot by Andy used to do stand-up comedy.
I think I saw that. I don't know why it popped up. I'm not surprised. I'm not subscribed to her, but it popped up in my thing. And I was like,
very strange. I was like, okay.
I do sit down comedy every time we're doing Dueling Tarot. So there's that.
And we're funny and entertaining.
Yeah, we're Thelma and Louise apparently.
The Thelma and Louise of tarot readings. We have
what
to work
clip will we go over next?
All right, well, let's wrap it up. Till next week.
Yes.
We'll be over on my feed next. We'll be at my apartment next week.
Yes, we're going over to your place next week, and we'll have a list of shit to talk about then, I'm sure. I'm sure the news is going to keep coming.
What's going to... I'm sorry, I talked over you.
That's okay.
Who knows what's going to happen with the laptop between now and then?
Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with that Finger Lakes tattoo on his back? He might get it covered up with my girlfriend's a lawyer.
That is so weird. Oh, I saw that. Oh my God. Is she though? Here. No. Fun fact for everyone. What is the difference between an attorney and a lawyer?
Don't know.
A lawyer has gone to law school. An attorney. Oh, wait, is that right? An attorney is admitted to practice law, I think. One of them, you have to pass the bar.
Oh, so one is that I passed school and got my degrees, certs, whatever. And then the other ones I can now pass. Okay, so it's like interior design. You have to go get your certification to practice and call yourself an interior designer. Otherwise, you're just a lowly decorator, as the industry would say.
Yes, a lawyer has gone to law school. An attorney has passed the bar.
Well, I don't think Kim K. So she is. Did she even finish her law schooling?
So they said she passed the baby bar, and I don't know what that means.
I don't either. I don't know if that means she finished it all.
Yeah, I guess there's like maybe a practice test that she took and did okay on. I don't know.
Is that like the PSAT? I don't know what
she's bar exam.
Yeah. I don't know. She's busy with her skims and her makeup. I can't keep up with her. Anyway. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with us.
Yeah, I got to go ground.
Yeah, I got to ground too. I'm done. I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing like I'm in a Oscars after party. I can't do it anymore. It's horrid.
All right, my lights are going out, so I'm getting uglier. Look,
Oh no, you can
I'm
never
getting
get
uglier.
that.
Actually,
Oh,
I look like I have a suntan now.
yeah, you got your bronzer on. Nice.
All right. Well, good night, everybody. Thanks so
Bye,
much for
guys.
hanging out.
Adios.
I'll see you later, Alycia.